Hello everyone, today we'll continue answering more questions on chapter 1, the particulate nature of matter, and we are still on paper 2, so let's get into it. Question number 11, in which substances are the particles farthest apart at room temperature? Alright, so we have ethanol. And in case you don't remember from last year, ethanol at room temperature is a liquid, right? And we have methane, CH4. Also, in case you don't remember, that's a gas at room temperature. We have salt, and of course you know that it's a solid. And we have sugar, and I'm pretty sure you know that that's a solid as well. Alright, we are looking for the particles that are furthest apart from temperature, so again we are looking for the gas, so the answer will be methane, and methane is B. Very well. Okay, from the diagram we have molecules in the exhaust gases diffuse into the air. Okay, which statement describes what happens to these molecules next? Right, so these are the molecules coming out of the exhaust, and these are the molecules in the air. Later on, the molecules of the exhaust just mixed with the air particles or the air molecules. Okay, so do the molecules fall to the ground because they are heavier than air molecules? No, these are gases, so they just stay in the air. Alright, solids do precipitate, but these aren't solids. The molecules go back together as they cool. No, they don't, because they are not forming bonds, they're not reacting with each other. The molecules spread further into the air. Yes, that's correct. They keep diffusing and mixing with the other air particles, and they keep moving and spreading further and further away. So the answer is C. And just let's check D. The molecules stay where they are? Nope. Gases never ever stay where they are. They just keep moving and diffusing all the time. Okay, so the answer is C. The diagram shows a cup of tea. Which row describes the water particles in the air above the cup compared with the water particles in the cup? So we want the particles in the steam here, right, versus the particles that are liquid. So we are comparing the gas to the liquid, basically. Which one will be moving faster? Of course, the first one describes the particles in the air, or the gaseous state. They are moving faster, so it's either A or B, so they are cancelled. They are closer together? Nope, they are gases. They just move further and further apart, so the answer is B. Okay, so number 14. The diagrams show the arrangement of particles in 3 different physical states of substance X. We have state 1, state 2, and state 3. Just let's get over that. State 1 is a liquid, of course, because they are close together but not as close as 3. State 1 is liquid. State 2, they are way far from each other, so that's the gaseous state. And state 3, they are firmly attached, so that's the solid state. Which statement about the physical states of substance X is correct? Particles in state 1 in liquid vibrate about fixed positions. No, that's for state 3 for the solid. State 1 changes to state 2 by diffusion. 1 liquid changed to 2 by diffusion. No, 1 changes into 2 by boiling. State 2, the gas, changes directly to state 3 by condensation. No, 2 to 3 gas to solid directly is called sublimation, as we can see in carbon dioxide in its solid form. The substance in stage 3 has a fixed volume. That's very correct. Solids have a fixed volume, so the answer is D. Okay. 15. In which substance are the particles close together and slowly moving past each other? Right, so let's take a look. It's asking about particles that move past each other, so it's asking about the liquid air is a gas, ice is a solid, particles vibrate in position, steam is also a gas, and water is a liquid. So the answer is D. Okay. Question number 16. We just raise board, right? Which diagram shows the process of diffusion? Okay. Let's just zoom in real quick. Here we have diatomic molecules, and now the black and white represent different atoms. So the white bonded to the black instead of the two black bonding together. So that's a chemical reaction, that's not diffusion. In diffusion, the molecules just maintain their chemical properties. They just mix with other molecules instead of forming bonds with them. They don't form, they don't react chemically. In B, it's just the opposite of A, actually. C, we have white molecules and black molecules, and now they are just mixed together. So this is very correct. So the answer is C. Alright. 17. What are the processes W, X, Y, and Z in the following diagram? And we need to take a screenshot. Just a second. Right. So let's just write them down. From solid to liquid, that's melting, we just call it M. From liquid to gas, that's boiling, we just call it B. From gas to liquid, that's condensation, just call it C. From liquid to solid, that's freezing, so just call it F, right? So W is melting and X is boiling. So these two are cancelled. We're looking at either one of these two, C or D. X is boiling, so the answer is C. Okay, that's a cool question. Now let's take a look at the next one. An attempt was made to compress a gas and a solid using the apparatus shown. Which substance would be compressed, and what is the reason? What's the reason for this? Alright, so we have a solid, and we've agreed solids don't get compressed because the intermolecular forces between their molecules are too strong, they're firmly attached, so they don't get compressed. Gases are just way further apart. The intermolecular forces are way further from each other, so they can be easily compressed, right? So, which substance will be compressed? It's either A or B. These are gases. The gas particles are close together. No, the gas particles are far apart. So the answer is B. Very well. Question number 19. The diagram shows the result of dropping a purple crystal into water. Okay, that's the purple crystal, that's the water, and after 5 hours we get a purple solution. So the color of the purple crystal just spread all over the water. Alright. Which processes take place in this experiment? Let me just zoom in. Right. Is there a chemical reaction? No, the purple crystal didn't just react with the water. No, it didn't form another product. So that's not a chemical reaction. So A and B are cancelled, so either C or D. Diffusion, yeah, that's correct. Dissolving, yeah, that's possible as well. There's a possibility that the purple crystal molecules dissolved in between the water molecules. Okay, so the answer is D. Okay. Question number 20. Which statement is an example of diffusion? Okay. A kitchen towel soaks up some spilled milk. No, that's not diffusion. Ice cream melts. That's literally melting. Pollen from flowers is blown by the wind. No, being blown by the wind isn't an example to diffusion. Diffusion means that mixing of molecules getting mixed together. That's diffusion. and moving further apart. That's just moving further apart by wind. The smell of cooking spreads through the house. Yes, the molecules of the scent get in between the molecules of the air and just move along with them and spread all over the house. So the answer is D. Question 21. The changes, apparently I'll have to take a screenshot again. The changes that occur when a substance changes state are shown below. Solid to liquid, liquid to gas, gas to liquid, and liquid to solid. Which process, W, X, Y, or Z, is occurring in the following four situations? Again, real quick, solid to liquid is melting, liquid to gas is boiling, condensation, gas to liquid, liquid to solid is freezing. Butter melts on a warm day. Again, that's just literally melting, so W, we're using these, not these. Water condenses on a cold surface, that's condensation, so that's Y. The volume of liquid ethanol in an open beaker reduces, that's X. Of course, that's boiling. Let me explain that real quick. So we have ethanol, which is a liquid, in an open beaker, right? When we heat it, it just turns into a gas, right? If we have an open beaker, the volume of the liquid will reduce because the liquid will be turning into a gas and leaving the beaker. It will be just turning into a gas and leaving. So the volume will be reduced, right? So this is X, boiling. 4. Ice forms inside a freezer. Again, literally that's freezing. So we are looking for a choice with W, Y, X, Z. W, right? These are cancelled. W, Y, X, and Z. So the answer is B. Of course, you don't have to move all the way for 3 and 4. You can just, for the sake of time, check the first two, 1 and 2, because these are the ones that are different. So we're looking for a choice with W, so we're picking either A or B, cancel C and D. 2, water condensed, that's condensation. Condensation is Y, that's X. So that one is incorrect, so we're going for B, right? Just for the sake of